Oh boy, now a video that I do want to talk about. Cue the intro. Am I right, Godzilla? Yeah, I'm right. Intro. Alright, today I'm going to be reviewing Godzilla Vs Destoroyah. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, you're messing up. Like, why are you, not watching this movie? It's good. It's like peak, Godzilla. Yeah, I mean, Godzilla minus one is pretty peak too, but this is, for what it was when it came out, um, using the practical effects, the dudes in the costumes and stuff like that. It was fun. I mean, like, pretty much in this one, Godzilla is going through a state of where he's getting a little too hot, and you can clearly tell that he's getting a little too hot, because he's like freaking glowing red, it looks like fire. And the scientists figure out that, oh shit, Godzilla is about to freaking pop like a nuclear bomb. And if he does pop, explode, he's gonna freaking light up the whole atmosphere and everything's gonna catch on fire. Like, we should probably do something. So they try using the method back in the very first one, which was really cool, because they throw it back to the very first Godzilla and how Godzilla died from like an oxygen bomb or something like that. And that, simply put, by them experimenting with this weapon, they end up creating a new monster. And it starts off as a little tiny crustacean looking thing that spreads quickly. And it turns into this weird, like, crustacean thing that has like typical, like a mouth inside a mouth, like an alien, xenomorph kind of shit. And it gets out of control, and it gets to a point where it starts infecting Tokyo, and they don't know what the hell to do. And they figured, oh, let's use Godzilla Jr., because Godzilla Jr. makes an appearance in his movie. He's like, let's use Godzilla Jr., because like, we realize that, Big Godzilla is following Godzilla Jr. after, Godzilla has been messing everything up throughout the, South Pacific. So they pretty much lure Godzilla Jr. to Tokyo to try to get Big Godzilla to follow him so that Godzilla can take on their new problem, which is a bunch of little tiny destroyers. And then when Godzilla Jr. does get to Tokyo, all these little tiny destroyers turn into a big one. And there's like, I want to say 3 transformation stages that it goes through. The first one is, it looks like, little tiny destroyers, but bigger, and it has like freaking claws and shit like that. And then the second one is it's aerial, kind of like flight mode, where it's flying around and shit like that. And then the third one is like bigger than Godzilla, freaking walking on 2 legs and really spooky and scary and shit like that. And simply put, Godzilla Jr. gets his shit handed to him by Destoroyah, kills him, which was really sad. Godzilla was there to witness it when he finally does make it, and Godzilla starts to cry. And while all this is happening, by the way, Godzilla's core temperature is rising, and they were able to freaking kind of, make Godzilla not go boom by cooling him down. But by them doing that, it resorted into Godzilla going into a state of meltdown, which was bad, because by him going into a state of meltdown, he was going to pretty much melt into the Earth's freaking core and leave a giant hole in the earth. And yeah, that was bad. So anyways, Godzilla takes on Destoroyah, and while he is going through a state of meltdown, he releases all the energy that is building up in him and just does his iconic atomic breath and destroys Destoroyah. And then proceeds to melt. And everyone in Japan and all the scientists, G-Force and everything that were witnessing all of this chaos and destruction happen, all had a moment of silence for Godzilla, while Godzilla is freaking face melting, jaw falling off as he gives off his last roar, and then just crumbles to the ground. And yeah, that's how it ends. But prior to that, Godzilla breathes some kind of like something into Godzilla Jr. and it kind of, when I first saw it as a kid, I kind of thought it was kind of, the ending was kind of like a Godzilla lives on kind of thing in like the hearts of everyone, because it like pans forward and Godzilla's, doing his iconic roar, and there's like a silhouette of him, and there's like a bright light, and I was just like, okay, Godzilla is is dead and he's going to the afterlife or whatever. But when I watch it now, I'm pretty sure whatever Godzilla breathed into Godzilla Jr. was it was like him transferring his energy into Godzilla Jr. So Godzilla Jr. can recover and get back up, and that's what we see at the end of the movie. But that's just me. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. But anyways, yeah, it's a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. You guys should watch it too. I mean, anything Toho Godzilla is really enjoyable. You can't you can't go wrong with the costumes, the practical effects and how everything looks like toys. You can't beat that. It's iconic. It is for what it was, and it's still freaking good. And yeah, Godzilla versus Destoroyah, highly recommend it. Catch you in the next video.